Mommy Cruz, Dad.
Hi everyone, Mommy Cruz here. This specific video has been a long time coming. I had, oh my goodness, more than like 50 people ask me this specific question, and the question is this: Amanda, Mommy Cruz, how do you keep your kids healthy? So right off the bat, I'm going to start with this. I am 100% against vaccinations. I do not vaccinate my children. My children are not vaccinated. I believe that vaccinations are very dangerous. They are poisonous and they should be illegal. And I'll leave it at that. If you guys want me to talk about, I can't even do a video about vaccinations yet because I get so fired up where it's like, I get fired up. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that video specifically, but I would love to share my thoughts on that. I've done, and this is not even bragging rights, it's seriously not, because I'm not like reading hundreds of articles for myself to say, oh, I've read hundreds of articles. I've done more than 10,000 hours worth of studying on vaccinations. I've been studying vaccinations for the past 7 years, and don't vaccinate your kids. Do not vaccinate your kids. Please, I beg you, don't vaccinate your kids. And I'll leave it at that. So basically, I'm going to share with you the supplements that I've been giving my kids since they have been old enough to be able to take them. I can tell you right now, by the grace of God, by the wisdom that He's given me as their mother, my children, specifically Justice and Victor, because Valor is going to be a year soon and he has not been sick, not once. No cold, nothing. Like, hasn't been sick, not once. But I could tell you on the count of one hand the times that my daughters have been sick, and it's been 3 and under. All of my children, Justice, Victory, and Valor, have all had a teething fever, which is natural. Justice had it at 13 months. She had her first fever ever at 13 months. Victory at 11 months, and Valor at 9 months. And then both my daughters got random little head colds, like boogers and coughs and stuff, and it was they contracted it from someone we were around type of thing. Like I said, by the grace of God, they are very healthy. They eat great, they eat clean, they eat organic, they take supplements, and they're thriving. Their health is thriving, and I'm just so thankful that God revealed these things to me literally months before I was pregnant, and He used my husband to introduce the whole topic of vaccinations to me. So I'm just so thankful. Like, oh my goodness, you guys don't even know. Like, I'm so thankful that I'm awake and open to these things, because it's saved us so much heartache with raising up our children, and it's just saved us from so many unnecessary things that that parents go through because of health decisions made for their children. And I say that lightly, and I say that in humbleness, and I say that not to offend or to make anybody feel like a bad parent, but man, you have to be a warrior for your child. You have to see what you're putting in their body, and you have to care about it. Not just like, oh, it's just a piece of this. Like, no, like, it's doing something in their body. You got to care about it. You have to care about it. Because nobody else is going to care about it. If you're not caring about your child's health, you think somebody else random is going to care about it? No, you have to be proactive. You have to do this. You have, like, take this video how you want, but you have to be vigilant in this and taking care of your child's health, because the food that people I didn't want this to be that type of video, but I'm just trying to lighten it up, because I said a few things, and I see the eyes rolling, and I see the judgment. Hallelujah. Come on. Anyway, so I'm gonna start. Okay, ready? Okay, so there are 6 specific supplements that I give to my girls. First, this supplement right here is a banger. Like, this is a must-have for your children, for your grandma, for your mama, for your daddy, for you, for everyone in your whole family. Okay. Look at this. This is Tangy Tangerine. This, if the world was ending, I would just need this. Like, this is amazing. This is filled with whole foods, trace minerals, antioxidants, probiotics, prebiotics, amino acids. Literally every single thing that your body needs to function, that needs to be fed for a whole day, is in literally one scoop. Serving size is different for everyone. For my daughters, they only get a fourth. My husband and I get 2 full scoops, but because their body different, you know, they're little kids, they're not big like us, so they get just a fourth of a scoop. It's organic, there's no pesticides, non-GMO, chemo, all that good stuff. So basically I'm just gonna run through them. If you guys want me to do a more extensive video like on just this, I could do that, because it's loaded. It's just loaded. It's like a baked potato, a loaded baked potato. It's so awesome. So this I give every day. My husband and I also take every day. We give it to the children. The girls, we mix this one in their smoothie. My husband and I, we take it with water. And so this is just everything. This is everything that you need, and I'll attach the link to this in the description below. So this is like the vitamin of all vitamins. Like, this is it. This is loaded with the minerals, the antioxidants, probiotics, literally everything you need in here, and there's nothing synthetic. The thing about the vitamins that people are taking nowadays, I'm just reading and studying for years this stuff. There's nothing synthetic in here. This is all natural, like grade A, like top of the notch ingredients. Because that's what I was saying, you have all these vitamins that people are taking. Like, I'm gonna throw out some brands, so if you got those brands, you're gonna be like, ooh. Okay, Nature's Way, can't even think of any other ones right now, but you have all these vitamins that are synthetic. So it's like you're taking them and your body's not really even absorbing anything, because it's fake. It's fake vitamins that are being loaded into that really aren't. It's nothing. It's really doing nothing. So anyway, this is just loaded. This is like, you need this. This is amazing. Okay, secondly is a superfood, which that is a superfood, but we adding some more superfood in here because this has a lot of the greens in it, right, for kids specifically. So it's an all-in-one powder. So this specific superfood is just another mixture of just greatness. It has greens and red blend. It has an immunity blend, has a digestive blend, and this is, I also mix this in the girl smoothies, and I also give this daily, and it's just like the tangy tangerine, but in different. It's more aided, even though that one is, but this one is more aided towards digestive and immunity as well as that one too. This one is just I want more of the green as well. Even though they eat it, this is my goal for this one is more to get the greens and stuff. So it has probiotics, has enzymes, it has literally everything. It has the lipase, like from breast milk. Like, come on, let's get it. Let's get some greens for the kiddies. Okay, guys, amazing. Third, fish oil. This one is amazing. It tastes great. I've tasted it. It's awesome. This one is Barlean's Organic Kid Omega Swirl. It's fish oil. It's EPA DHA 360 mg per serving. It has like a smoothie texture. This one is lemonade, and I give them a teaspoon a day of this. So this is so good for their eyes. It's so good for their heart, for their brain development, for everything. Because if you didn't know, our brain doesn't fully develop until we are 25 years old. So my brain, guys, it just developed last year. My brain just fully developed last year. How crazy is that? So my babies are only 4 years old, 2 years old, and gonna be a 1 year old. So their brains are not fully developed. So I want as their mother to be giving them and pushing the best things on them. And fish oil, oh my God, if you read up and you research on omega-3s, you would be like, why haven't I been taking omega-3s? You know, that's what you're gonna be saying to yourself. And these are just like wild caught, the best types of omega. So you got mackerel, you got anchovies and sardines, and it's so good. It's really good. Fourthly, we got Sambucus elderberry syrup. Okay, so this is organic elderberry syrup. This is awesome. I also give this to them on the daily. This is a major immunity booster. I give a little extra dosage when I know we're going to be around other children. In case they're carrying something, I just up the dosage just a little bit, you know? And so there's that elderberry. Like I said, this video would be really long if I were to go into everything. Elderberry is just so great for boosting their immunity and just being proactive against things that are going to try to infiltrate and make your child sick, you know? Here we go with our probiotics. These I researched, and they won me over. So first of all, look at this, how small they are, where my child could actually swallow it. Look at that, it's just like a little itty bitty little tiny baby probiotic. So, hey, what's up, boo? So they are tiny, but they're fierce. They are so fierce because they are loaded with over 3 billion CFUs, and this little boy, this little baddie goes to work. Like, it does some serious stuff. Gut health is so important because many of the ailments children deal with today, like eczema and poor eating habits and just every other type of ailment that you could think of, a lot of it does stem from gut health. And so probiotics are amazing for children. This is so necessary because millions of children before the age of 1 that have been on several rounds of antibiotics because of what? Ear infections or viral infections and all this stuff. And antibiotics are horrible. That's exactly what they are. They are antibiotic. So they're killing not only the bad bacteria but the good bacteria. If you're giving your children antibiotics, I would just beg you to reconsider that, because man, antibiotics like do some damage. They do some damage. Like I said, it's an antibiotic. It's going against something natural and killing your natural gut flora, your natural bacteria, the good bacteria that's supposed to be there. It completely kills it, and it makes your immune system weaker, and ultimately that's what it does. So probiotics are just awesome. Like, these need to be taken. So this is awesome. And then this one, this is a true gem. This here is oil, certified organic oil of oregano. And so this, oh my goodness. So when I first got it, I was researching, right? And I'm like, what is the best stuff to keep your kids healthy, blah, blah. My research is more of just being proactive and keeping them healthy, as opposed to researching like, how can I make my kid better because they were sick type of thing. You feel me? Check it with me. Okay, so I was like, I seen oil of oregano. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this. This is awesome. Okay, so what I did the first time I did it was I just put it, I didn't know, guys. I didn't know. So I put it straight in my mouth. I put it straight in my husband's mouth and my kid's mouth. And if you don't know, it's spicy. So it burns. So my daughter's like, it's bad. It's burning me. It was like a spicy thing. And you give water, you give all this stuff, and it just wasn't doing anything. And so I remember the second day, I was like, oh, for myself, I'm going to mix it in orange juice. My orange juice was so nasty. It just straight up tasted like this with just one little drop. So this is super potent, super effective. So basically, oil of oregano is amazing. Like, if your kid were to have a fever, I can't say this person, is videos I've seen and stuff I've read, because my kid, man, by the grace of Jesus, I say this, my kids haven't really been sick. So like, I can't be like, oh yeah, I tried this out for 3 days and she was miraculously better, because they haven't been sick for me to like really test it. You get what I'm saying? But that's not to downplay anything, because I know this stuff works. Like, I know people personally that do it, and I do it too, but just my kids haven't been sick. You feel me? Sorry, I like, oh my gosh, it's so hard saying that, because it's like, I was at the park the other day talking to a mom. She had a 3-year-old playing with Justice and Victory, and then she was pregnant with twins, and we're just talking and stuff like that, and she started going into like his sleeping habits and stuff, how he's not sleeping, and it's been so hard for her since he's been born and things like that. So when mom started talking about that, like inside I just start cringing a little bit. I'm just like, please don't ask me how my kids sleep, don't ask me. And so she's like, what about you? I kind of gave her like a face. She's like, oh, you're one of those. And I start laughing, and she's like basically like, you're one of those like fairy moms. And I'm like, no, I'm really not. I'm like, I'm just, by the grace of God, I'm just like so thankful that I haven't, there's just certain things, and I strongly believe it's due to vaccinations and the way you feed your kids and the things you put into their body that contributes to so many other things. And so I never ever in my life try to boast in this or act like I got it all figured out. So in those moments, I just put myself real low, and I'm just like, man, I'm just like my kids, like they've always been like really good sleepers. I'm just really thankful. So like, I really don't have like much to say on that, you know, whatever the case is. Anyways, so I forgot why I went into that. We're talking about oil of oregano here, Amanda. Okay. So yeah, so then I started Googling research, like, how do you give oil of oregano? Like, how do you take it? Because this is like super potent, and I'm just like, not that exaggerated, but it's like, dang, this is a little spicy, a lot spicy. And then my kids are like, I don't want oregano. So we're doing oregano oil once a month, because like, you could do it an everyday thing, but because we haven't really dealt with much ailments or sicknesses or like cold and stuff like that, I'm like, there's no like really, like, for me, I feel that like there's no use to give it every day. So so what I learned, I was watching a YouTube video, I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't think of that. So basically you have like a swig of like water in your mouth, you have it there, you drop the oil in there. How you could take, I mean, I know a woman that her son he had a fever, he spiked a really high fever, like 102, and she was giving him oil of oregano every 1 hour, and his fever just kept reducing. Like, dude, this thing is a fighter. This fights for you. It goes in the trenches. Oil of oregano, come on. She put the water in her son's mouth, and then she put it out, and then he had to swallow, and then he had a chaser of water. And so it's still a little like spice to it, but it's not like the full effect of just taking the dot like we did, you know. So this is a gem. And then one other thing, I have it over there, I will be right back. Okay, so I originally wasn't gonna add this one, but I'm like, bro, this is a gem too, I gotta add it. Okay, so this is Colloidal Silver. This is awesome. Ooh, my gosh, it's glass. I almost broke. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyway. I mean, I have like 5 of these. Like, literally, I'll go grab them all. Okay, because it was a deal, and your girl had to snatch it up. Okay, this like cures ear infections. This cures diaper rash. All of these supplements. Let's hug them. Let's just go all in, right? Let's go in. Let's bring them in. Bring it in, everyone. Oh, I love these things. Yeah, crazy mom here, crazy. Anyway, these are just lifesavers. These are just, man, thank you, Jesus, for goodness that comes from the earth, from the work of your hands. Hallelujah. Come on. So this is just awesome. Like, this, before we go to church, I give this to my girls every time. Just like, whoosh, drop in their mouth, because people, like, sometimes don't, like, consider others 100%. So they'll like bring their kids sick, and you're like, yo, why are you here today? We love you. I love you with all my heart, but you guys gotta stay with your cooties at home today. Come on, little Susie sneezing and boogers all over my children. Come on. So we do this, and I'm telling you, there have been times where literally, like, what I just said has happened, and my girls did not get sick. There was one time they did, but a lot of the times they just didn't. And so I'm like, thank you, Jesus. We got to be proactive with health. So again, these are the supplements I use. Let's just go a little recap. Tangy Tangerine. This is the must-have of all multivitamins. This is the vitamins of all vitamins. This is a must, right? And then we have Superfood. There's hundreds. There's so many different kind, but I always do my research and I try to get the best of the best. So like top 3, I have to, because I need the most natural. The farm it comes from, the process, everything. It has to just be excellence, and it has to be from true, natural, organic, 100% real deal stuff, you know, because I'm not gonna be putting this synthetic junk into my little perfect little baby bears, man. I love those girls, man. I gotta take care of them. I gotta take care of their temples, their bodies, you know. And then fish oil, omega swirl. Like, dude, this is legit so good. Like right now, just like this. But after you use it, has to go into the refrigerator, so I need to put this like bag like ASAP. This is so important, man. Like, I ran out of a lot of the supplements I had for myself, and also I still haven't even got a lot of the ones that I wanted to use for myself. I just spent a lot of money recently on getting my children more stuff, and when I get my things, which I'm using the Tangy Tangerine a lot, and I use the oil of oregano. I want to get my own probiotics. And there's a bunch of other things like for eyes and joints, all this stuff, even though a lot of this contributes to it already, but there's certain things that target specific things, and I want to get those because I want to take care of my body. I want to thrive and continue to get better as I get older, not start getting all decrepit and like falling apart, like, oh, my eyeball fell out, give me some carrots. If you understand the importance, if you understand carrots, that would be funny to you. But anyway, Lucas, elderberry. This tastes so good. Come on, man, this is real stuff. This is real medicine. This is real awesome stuff. You remember those medicines you used to take? I remember the medicines I used to take when I was a baby, and I would cry and I would fight because I'm like, this tastes like fart. This is disgusting. Why am I taking this? Except that pink bubblegum one. Come on, that one was good, but it was loaded with like Red 40 and like other horrible stuff. Anyway, natural. This is the good stuff, man. We've got to be giving our babies the best, nothing but the best. And listen, But that's expensive. It's so expensive. How am I supposed to save up for that? Or essential oils, that's a whole other video I could do another time too. Essential, let me stop, because that's a whole other topic. We've just got to give our babies the best. And oh, that's what I was saying about money. Oh, it's so expensive. But all this natural stuff, eating organic, all this stuff is so expensive. Okay, and come on, I know that shirt you bought, those shoes you bought, that purse you bought, everything you buy, everything could cost money, it adds up. But you've got to be proactive when it comes to your health, and you got to save up, you got to prioritize. People prioritize what's important to them. We prioritize our health in this family, so we spend a lot of money on getting things that are going to help us thrive. Sometimes I buy a lot of things at once, but when I'm not able to do that, I'll just get one thing. Probiotic that I've gotten in the past was like 60 bucks. And then I'm like, oh, I couldn't get something else, or maybe I could get 3 other things. But like I said, you save up to get what's important to you. And so, yes, I understand. Trust me, I understand that eating organic and all natural is very expensive. I eat a lot. My husband eats a lot. My girls are endless, bottomless pits. And my child, my son, my baby, he's following in the same steps. Like, they eat all day, and it's because they eat good stuff, so they digest it and they're hungry again, you know. Anyway, so yes, I know it's expensive, but it's this specific area of my life is just it's non-negotiable. Like, my kids have to get the best. This is their body. I'm setting them up in every way to become these healthy, fruitful adults, and I'm like, man, I want to do right by them. I want to give them the best, you know. Elderberry syrup, organic oregano, and the probiotics. So I hope that this video answered your questions of, Amanda, how do you keep your kids healthy during the flu season, or just overall, how do you keep your kids healthy? These are the supplements that I use. I'm gonna attach all the links to these products in the description box below. Please like this video, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. Let's love these babies well. Let's help them thrive in every single area of their life. And I'm gonna be shooting out the individual videos soon where I go more in depth into the products, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Mommy Cruz.